Appler is our English-speaking counselor. She's from America, from New York. But she's been here in France. She's on the International Council, so she wanted just to say a welcome.
Yes, a very strong welcome, and a welcome especially from Sister Evelyn Frank, our Superiora General. She wishes she could be here with you tonight, but she's actually over at Notre Dame, where there's a special prayer service tonight for life. So she was already scheduled to go in for that, so she said, if you welcome them, then I'll know they've been duly welcomed and that they would always feel free to come back. So that would be our call to you tonight. If you get any free time, knowing Father Joe Albert, I don't think you're going to get much free time. We were co-workers in Brooklyn, so stood there to start. My heart is good. So. But anyway, she would welcome you to come back at any time and come and pray with us, and she certainly wants you to feel very welcome tonight.
And the chapel is closed from noon to 2:30. Right. But in the evening, it's open till 7. So at some point, if we have time in the afternoon, the experience of being with the faith of the people is just extraordinary. And like Pat said, thousands come every day. So you might be able to catch it in the late afternoon.
Just one experience that maybe it kind of would set the tone of what it's like to have the pilgrims come here. When I first arrived here, I went to an 8 o'clock Mass on a Sunday morning, and about 10 minutes of 8, there was like this gush of wind coming into the chapel. And it was because the doors opened here at 7:45. And once the doors opened, people just like ran to the chapel as if there was a huge sale going on at the Bon Marché. They just came in. So I said, no, okay, this is Sunday morning, it is Paris, okay, this would happen. But on Monday morning, we have Mass at 7:15, it's a community Mass, so at 7:45 the chapel opens again, and the doors open again, and they can come in for an 8 o'clock Mass. On Monday morning, the crowd wasn't quite as strong, but the gush of people running into the chapel was the same. And it's that way every single day. If you come at 2:30, it's that way at 2:30 when they open the doors. So the faith of the people is unbelievable.
It's extraordinary, and it's a great place, and we're blessed to have the opportunity to be here. Because one of the other things that you see, one of the things that the Blessed Mother said to Kathleen Appler is come to the foot of the altar. So what's really interesting here is like on a Sunday or a weekday, when Mass is over, in your parish when Mass is over, everybody's heading to the door as quick as they can and they knock you over. Here, you get knocked over by people going forward to the altar. You really can't get up. The first ones up there are the ones that kneel down, and then you got to be 2 and 3 deep to get up near there. It's just an extraordinary experience. Father Ponsard, who has a special responsibility, one of my confreres, who has a special responsibility, here, has told me that when you go into the chapel, there's a table there with pictures, cards, and things with Frederick Ozanam and Rosalie Rondeau on them in lots of different languages. Of course, we're mostly interested in English, but they're there because we're pushing the causes of both of them. They're blessed, but we like to have them canonized as saints of the Church, Rosalie Rondeau and Frederick Ozanam. And what we'd love to do is to do it together, all right? Because on the one card is Rosalie and Frederick. Now, the official church, the mother church, is separated them and doesn't want to try to do it together. But the Vincentian family still wants to do it together. So we're pushing it together, and what we need is God acting in whatever special way God does to indicate that this is something that we'd like to happen together. So we invite you. You can take up, those as many as you want as you go in, and it's fine. Okay. So I think we're ready to go in, and then when we go in there, any other instructions?